Today's video is all about Mr. Ruach here. So a lot of you ask about him. He's not in all our videos because he's a baby. So I thought I would give you an update and kind of look at his transformation since we've gotten him. We got him in July of 2023 and it's now May of 2024. So he's had a lot of changes for a baby and he's grown up a whole lot. He's fallen asleep because he was out in the front field all day eating grass and that makes him really tired. But first things first, we wanted to start off by measuring him. We measured him when we first got him and we can play that clip back. You can see how tall he was. And we want to see how much he's grown. All right, I'm gonna put my toe here, then I'm gonna pull this tight. Whoa. And he is right here. He is about 13 hands tall, and I know he's not square. Let's see if we can get him square. Come on, I know you're sleepy. So he is still about 12'3", 13 hands. So when we measured him, when we first got him, he was 12'3". So he hasn't grown in height at all, and we are kind of stumped by that because we thought by now he would have grown, but he hasn't. He's grown wider, like through his shoulders, through his hind end, and through his back. So definitely he's gotten draftier stocky-wise, but not necessarily in height. So we don't know if he's gonna get much bigger. But one thing we have noticed in terms of his height is that he has gotten butt high. His butt has been growing a little bit faster than the rest of him. So according to his butt, if he equals out here, he should be probably about 13 hands, 13'1", and that's Tucker's height. So I don't really think he's gonna get that big. We initially thought he'd get like 15 hands, but I don't see that happening. Maybe he'll have a late growth spurt, but I don't think so. Now, I originally thought he was a Morgan Percheron cross, and I haven't gotten him DNA test or anything, I should. But now I'm starting to think he's more of like a Halflinger Morgan cross. And the reason for that is, I mean, he definitely looks like a Morgan. He has some type of draft in him. I mean, his feet are like the size of dessert plates. And so I think with his size and also his personality really reminds me of a Halflinger. Halflingers tend to be a little bit more like nibbly and curious and like pushy. And he is definitely like that. So I think he is more Halflinger. But we've been working especially on his feet. So that's probably the biggest thing we've been working on. His feet are so big and I bet they're heavy for him, and so we just work on picking them up and holding them. So he has had the farrier out a few times for his feet. He does okay. I mean, he's just really wiggly, and that just comes with being a baby. Come on. Good boy. Hey. We just work on picking those feet up every day. And then we've been working on lunging, and we don't do this too often just because he's still young, but can you trot? He's really lazy today. Trot, trot. Good boy. And I think he's gonna be a lazy horse. Because he just tends to like to plod along. Good boy. Let's go the other way. Trot, trot, trot. So he's coming along really well with that. And he's gone through a phase where like he just wanted to carry on and buck every time we do that, but now he's getting to the point where he can just stay nice and relaxed and go around. So that's a good sign. The most work I do with him is on boundaries, since he tends to be a more pushy horse and he's cuddly and he likes to be up in your space. We work a lot on just getting him to kind of respect where I am and notice where I am. So a lot of this is just like getting him to yield his shoulders. See there, he kind of wants to walk into me, so I want him to move away. And so it's more of like that, where it's just the starting basics. He does better. There, good. But yeah, he does have the tendency to bump you with his shoulder. There, that's much better. So we work on that a lot. And so I'm just getting him started on the basics, so in a year or so when we go to ride, good boy, he will be ready to go. Another thing we work on is he can get his face scratched, but I don't want him pushing and rubbing on me. I will scratch his face with my hand, not with my body. It's funny working with Ruach because he's totally different than Tucker. Tucker is definitely much more sensitive, much more aware of you. You know, he's very passive. Ruach here is like a bull in a china shop, and I think that just comes with being a baby. We especially just work on backing up because that's like back out of my space, you know. That's something he has to learn. And then if I were to just use my body language rather than the rope, I need him to move off of that. Back up. Good boy. So that's a work in progress. We do that almost every day, just because that is a very clear boundary I want him to understand. Teaching your horse boundaries is a very important part to horse training, not just with young horses, but with any horse. So I have an online course that walks you step by step through really simple exercises that will teach your horse to respect boundaries. So I'll put the link to that online course in the description. It's the How to Gain and Maintain Your Horse's Respect Through Groundwork course, or you could go to shop.equinehelper.com. Ruach has also been born broke, we've realized, where we can literally put anything on him and on his back, and he doesn't really care. We haven't put a saddle or a human on there yet, but we've put a tarp, we've put a giant teddy bear, we've put all sorts of stuff, and it's as if it's not even there. And just to prove it, here's the bear. The bear probably weighs 10 or 15 pounds. Probably not even that, probably like 10 pounds. Good boy. Come on. Oh, he flapped. Come on. Good boy. Uh-oh. And this is why I don't trust letting my dog near Ruach, for this very reason. Yeah, Mr. Green Bean. I just wonder what he thinks. He's wild. You're wild. Ah! I think Ruach would actually be good at cattle sorting because he just wants to chase things. Some other stuff we've been working on with him is ponying. He's been doing really well with that and with Tucker. We've been loading him in the trailer and taking him out to the public trails to just be led around on the trails. He's done very well with that. We have a lot of exciting things this summer. My goal is to be able to pony him on some trails with Tucker. And so I gotta get both of them on the trailer. I hope you enjoyed this Ruach update. Be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more weekly horse videos.